Bait, let's go. Squirrel bait, you lost the spark. Same old clip, same old bark. Lazy cuts, empty plate. Views gon' flat, the numbers hate. You hit upload, I hit skip. Same recycle, half-ass lip. Blind views next to you in the frame. New York dance, same Tide game. No twist, no bite. Just noise on side. You call it grind, I call it decline. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Bow, bow. Look at that bait. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Bow, bow. Channel on the skids. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Bow, bow. And as it gets. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Bow, bow. Nobody forgets. Little crumbs. Hope the crowd just hums and comes, but the comment section yawns while the next new wave moves on. Blind views talking beats still stuck. New York Dan with the same bad luck. 3 names, 1 broken lane. All that chatter, none of the flame. No lift, no spark. Just same old marks. You chase that high, it slip right by. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Bow, bow. Look at that bait. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Bow, bow. Channel on the skids. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Bow, bow. And as it gets. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Bow, bow. Nobody forgets. Say let's do more. That's the score. Fresh ideas knock while you pad that lock. Took the easy route. Now it all runs out. One more click, they cry, then the whole thing dies. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Wow, wow. Look at that bait. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Wow, wow. Channel on the skids. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Wow, wow. And as it gets. Squirrel bait, squirrel bait. Wow, wow. Nobody forgets.
The Hunch turned 80 yesterday. It's another Monday in the books for the working class. Oh, yes. That's a sound. And the slurp of Rockstar, Silver Ice, Ice Baby. And this is your favorite audio addiction on the video platform. Fear-mongering radio. We spread fear and cheer throughout the world. We do play music that I write, but I don't just put on something like Squirrel Bay Parody will talk about her. That was a diss track I wrote just before we went live here on Sprocker, recording for your amusement. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Here on the 15th day of June, 2026, 4:04 p.m. Central. The Carolina Hoodlums are champions of the National Hockey Association. Congratulations. It was Christmas morning when the Pumpkin Bowl Knickerbockers beat the Spunk in 5. Busy day today at work. 171 miles. But if hard work was easy, everybody would do it. New York Daniel would, but he doesn't. Our military and the armed forces work hard for you 24/7. They're always at work, guarding the walls. They say in the movie Feel Good Men. I guess a lot of people from World War II are starting to start rearming Japanese because they know they have to protect themselves from the tyrant who was supposed to end that war. The Hunch, Judy K. Ravis, convicted felon, draft dodger. We know the Jews won't laugh. They want war. We had wars, 1 and 2, was supposed to end all wars, but when he invaded September 1st, 1938 in Poland, we got dragged in And 82 years ago, we had a storm those beaches. Snap! They got free those Jews, and Japanese was pissed because of the embargo on their fuel. We had to nuke them once but twice. We had the rat line after we snapped in the crowd and Hitler took his own life. September 2nd, 1945, they apologized to the mighty, mighty Mo. Said they were sorry. Then we had to get into the Forgotten War. Vietnam, 58,200 some lost their lives. Someone in the place of the Hunch. Desert Storm, many wars, Iran War, like Cop Call, God was working class. It's the Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, and the Merchant Coast Guard. You didn't put anything for this country, nothing at all. I appreciate your service to this country. I said, men, women, blue, it's not easy. Balls the size of ovaries of oak trees. Never easy when punks are out there. Unfortunately, we have to have law and order in this country. Republicans probably both be part of law and order, but doing all kinds of fun stuff with the Hunch, Donald J. Sleepy Joe, right? Sleepy Donnie. Double standards. We always talk about choices. Yeah, your choices in life. Would you shower in the shower at Penn State? No, it didn't mean choice and mistake. I would make the choice, or I would make the mistake to shower in the shower. P stood for Penn State. Didn't stand for Joe Pa. He got away with it. We call it Pedophilia University. Just like the Pope, Pedophilia Entertainment Incorporated. We don't talk the blue laws and the rat line. Burn those Catholic churches to the ground. It's not a very Christian thing to be doing if you don't like two men having consensual sex and you watch two women, or staple a man to a fence because you don't like who they make love to. It's gay sex you're watching and you're choking your monkey in the bathroom somewhere at work. You're masturbating to pornography. This gay sex. Smashing gas dental dam, right? Women, you carry the groceries when he pumps you full. Now, if it doesn't come, this is a condom. Put one on, women. Require it. AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea in the penis. All that stuff. Sluts are selective whores in the back seat. Sluts in the couch make a little in the bed. But yeah, you'll carry those groceries maybe before you carry, right? I mean, it's great. Wet, screaming, howling, good sex. Oh, it's fun. I mean, she's screaming, you're pulling her hair, she's pulling your hair, spanking the apple ass. Oh my God, rolling on the rack. Having the time of your life. I like that. Make sure it's consensual. Keep the kids out of it. 21 and older for me. You can have your Jeffrey Epstein island, but it's all 21. You can have family weekend, but 21 or older for this cowboy. I don't feel like being on a list. I'm on a list for Burger King. Stay the hell away. Get the guy out of here. Comes in there and stalks Whoppers and demands them hot and nasty, filthy, dirty like he likes his women. Eats them all right there and snarfs it down. I stalk Burger King, so yes, I do. And Wendy's too as well. My hero is Dave Thomas. And the man, welcome to Delicious. It's my choice. Fishing videos coming up tomorrow, and Bear Exposure, Nomad Nation of audio together, be out tomorrow. Speaking of trawling and everything else, I'll probably make that up as a premiere tomorrow. You can come in and troll right along. Remember about choices. You don't be one jumpsuit, no can, do you? Call some person with the phone, too much to drink. I get it, you want to drink, just don't drive. I bet 3 people murdered by drunk drivers because poor choices got made. They're out, and my friends are still dead, dust to dust in a coffin somewhere in Hopkins. So please use a condom, please. And please don't drink and drive. It's not that tough. See, every day so many poor choices in the paper. I read, I travel, I meet people. People don't do anymore. They don't read, travel, meet people. They don't read the paper. They only see Fox, we're unfair, we don't care. Fear-mongering kind of behavior they do. spreading fear and cheer throughout the world. Publishing themselves and all the board members of Speckly Sports, we speckle you in. But welcome to Fear Mongering Radio. On the hell are you? With me, I'm feeling wonderful, delicious, and the time of my life. They wrote a Have the Time of My Life song. Yes, you'll hear it tomorrow. 2 malcontents, one allegedly his wife passed away. I haven't seen a obituary on it, so I don't know. It could be fake drama. Who knows? Bear Exposure has parked his channel, but they're both out there listening, throwing dislikes on the audios and videos, and which I appreciate. They're engaging the videos because you talked about me. Oh yes, you talked about me. I don't expect any phone calls today. Carl's working. I love the AI idea. It was funny as hell. It was hilarious. In the PT Cruiser, we did some videos, come around, drove around the Channel Lakes. What Carl did really appreciate, so I drove around my car. I told her on Saturday, I said, well, we'll go on Sunday. No, yeah, Friday. And I said, we'll go on Sunday or Saturday. We walked on the lake. We call it the Appalachian. Call it Chloe's Memorial Walk. They were talking. We got back. They slept all night long. They were tired. So then me and her drove around the lakes. She drove the PT Cruiser, the fag car. So I sat in the right side. It's really weird. So she had the time of her life. She didn't want to go. She did not want to go to the Lakewood Cemetery, but we did talk about we'll go next time. We went to Wendy's and she had the cookie dough one. I'm gonna get that next time. So we sat in the car and had some ice cream. Had the time of our lives on Sunday. So and then Bear Exposure and Old Man Nation did an audio podcast. A lot of trolling going on, that behavior going on. So we'll do the lawn tomorrow. We'll get the lawnmower out and we'll go snap or mow them down tomorrow. We'll have the time of our lives. So, busy at work and booked tomorrow. And I had to go all the way out to building Costco out there in what the hell's that town out there? I can't remember. Then I go all the way to St. Paul. I'm like, Jesus. So tomorrow I'm full. I gotta go to the state of Minnesota. You have to be all your hard hat stuff on. So I gotta put my steel toe boots on. So we're getting busy, man. I'm looking forward to going to lovely and talented Orange Beach. I should start raising money for gas money because the Huss, after her breakdown, the one guy upped her to a better hotel, Santa Fe, which I've been to before, a great town. So did some her live stream yesterday. I listened to it, and people were bitching because she wasn't where she was supposed to be for a meet and greet. Well, people expect you to be there, girl. You're not a diva, but you have to. Here's the whole thing on this thing. It's not about her. It's about her being pimped and prostituted to raise money for this whole fiasco. And it's a schedule, which if I drove down there. I'd go north to south. I'd check all the towns. Whatever's in the town, there's no rush to California. There's no rush to get memories. But it's not. It's breakneck. They have a steak thing every town they go to. It's mainly this steakhouse that's sponsoring. They're the B League. Like I said, I wish her luck in the world. But it's. It isn't what she thought it was, whatever else. She's a free spirit. She's not used to being a tag along, so I get it. So I wish all the luck in the world. I know that Blind V's little brother is on his Route 66. His court date's coming up here pretty soon. I don't know when that's at. With Chupples, we'll see what happens with that behavior. I don't know what's going on there, so who knows? But I did that driving so they can watch the food drive around, because people were all triggered with a shirt off. So I was able to. I did have my shirt off while I was driving. It was a nice day for a drive with the shirt off, but we don't want to offend people like Carl and other people that get all bitter about the shirtless podcast, which we have in the time of our lives in this behavior. So Squirrel Bay Parodies, right? She says my channel's in the Skids. It's never been off the Skids or on any Skids. It's just what it is. And she was bitching. The woman's just been I made a comment on her channel, and she's been raging at me in the chat rooms. She's been just raging right along, telling them I hate her or something. No, I'm not. I don't. She's doing a parody. I already do my parodies right here. I do my parodies. This is my parody right here. Whatever comes off my beepy little head, right? I mean, her last video, I couldn't even give it I barely gave it a 5 for effort. There's not a chance I could give it a like or a share on Tweet or Twitter. Couldn't do it. She couldn't do her own effing. Couldn't carry her own water. Couldn't hike up her skirt. Maybe she wears pants all the time. She's beholden to blind bees. She's a kept woman. Couldn't do her own behaviors. I mean, the last one she did was the malcontent old man and Carl. We were all meeting on the lawnmower, but she's just... He hasn't even broke 1,000 yet because no one cares. It's a movie and YouTube's not going to kick it up because it's copyright behavior she's doing. She can't think of her own storyline. There's like that one guy. He's in the universe of. He talked about me one time, and he's older guy. He did some Wonder Hussy videos where he's just pointing at her stuff and playing it back with his phone. I'm like, what are you doing? Once I saw it come through, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? The most bizarre thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? But she's going live here at 4:45. So somebody who's spreading hobo strings ashes with anywhere the man hobo. Okay, good for you. Because whatever his name was, I just happened to see it come up. Where was it? It came through my thing, and he was let me see if it's come through anymore. We'll see what came through. Delivering rocks to Wonder Hussy. Okay, what the hell that is? What's his name? He's in the Sarasota Tim Hader universe. What the hell's his name? Because she's having some personal problems in her life, she said, so she's a little bummed out or something. So, well, this trip isn't going to make it any easier when you're being forced to go where you got to go. I saw it there for a while. I was there yesterday. He did like 3 or 4. He was, I'm like, that's his point. That was almost a I mean, it was just as lazy content as her Squirrel Bay parody, you know, taking a movie, clipping it, and then putting it up. I'm like, really? That's your claim to fame? I don't get it, but you know, it is what it is with her behavior. So what are you gonna do? Just too lazy. Too lazy. Doing what she needs to do, I guess, right? Too lazy to go do a parody, do it right. But you know, it's just simply easy to screw around with whatever. But I don't know. What are we gonna do, right? I did like the one with Carl. We did me and him the AI. Let's see, United States. Let me see. Iowa, California, Illinois, Idaho, Tennessee, Texas, Minnesota, Pennsylvania, Missouri, Kentucky. I think Iowa's been 5 times. Minnesota, the usual. Florida went away. Texas, Dallas, California, Idaho. But anyways, Illinois, Orlando Park, and Chicago City Organized Crime, Missouri is Afton. So thank you so much. All the usual behaviors that come into the show. Appreciate it. Let my people go. It's still there. Oh, Canada and Poland, Singapore, 4 floors of whores. It is what it is, but yeah, it's just too lazy, far too arrogant. You know, bitches about mine on the skids, but what is she doing? Clipping a movie, putting together behalf of her future ex-fiance, Sarasota Tim. You know, because she's beholden, and I'll say it again, to lovely and talented blind muse. She's at the altar. Miss Vicky, morning, Florida man, calorie counting. I thought she was going to talk anymore. Short chat, Florida man, ST for Walmart. Okay. No one cared about your NASCAR. Turkey neck, your sunglasses look stupid. No one cares about her. Let Madonna be, she's back. No one cares about Madonna. I didn't know she was still alive. It's only my opinion. Okay. No one cares about your opinion. More cares about mine. Sorry, your channel. You've got almost 10,000 subs. Only about on the skids. look at her views, young lady. Your girlfriend. On the skids. Even New York Daniel. 20,000 subs. Just hanging out in the outskirts. It is what it is. I see a B-52 crashed in the Air Force Base in California. Usually a crew of 5. See what happens there. We all know he brokered the hunch, the convicted felon adjudicate rapist brokered some whatever deal Pakistan did, but you know damn well they don't want peace in Iran. They want war, and Lebanon will piss off Israel and they'll respond, so it won't last. I hope it does, but wasn't the hunch supposed to get the war done over there in Ukraine? Remember? 48 hours, one phone call. He's yet to endorse never a Trumper to be the 40th president of America, or a little one there, second Mr. Rubio. He still thinks he's his third. Behaviors. Yeah, Squirrel Bay parody. You're on the skids, girl. You're on the skids. You hasn't broke 1,000 yet. If no one listens, therefore no one cares. If no one cares, no one will ever listen. No one cares, young lady. No one cares. And good old Squarebait. Life on the skids. Just doing mundane trolling. Goes to a movie. She clips it off. Uploads it. Just puts it up. And she's worse than I am. And I'm a classic point and shoot. I'm going to the car show this week. Just point and shoot. I'll probably do about 12 videos. But who am I? My channel's been on the skids from day one. It's embarrassing. Just point and shoot, clip it, put it up, and expect views. I mean, she gets all bitter when I call her out. I wouldn't even dislike it, more like it, share it. I mean, I don't think she even does her own effing anymore. I don't think she carries her own water. She doesn't know how to hike up her skirt, put her hair in a ponytail, and get to work. But she's beholden to blind views, like she's Eva Braun. Claims she doesn't listen to me anymore, but she's in that room. Trust me, the last 2 lives, then trust me. Listen to this young ass. That's her. Head of the brown shirts. Because this Thursday, she'll be in the brown shirts. Don't worry about that. She'll be there. She'll be in there. Talking about Tater. she's afraid to do a parody on Blind News because she got really real excited when he shouted out. Her loins got extremely juicy when he called her out during a live stream or whatever it was on video. So she's now back in good graces and can't come on the show anymore because she's going to get her ovaries spanked by the leader of the brown shirts. Eva Braun will be down there in the shelter with him above the garage. Oh, Lonnie, it's me, Squirrel Bay Parody. Do you still love me? I'm relegated to being over the cow shit. I've called him. I refuse to talk to him. And he's being disrespectful to me. Please be my main squeeze. I want to be your main squeeze. Please. I want to be your main squeeze, and I'm really sorry for my behaviors, and I wish that, I could. I promise, honey bun, I won't talk bad about you. I won't go on the show. I know you were triggered, and it's just, I'm so upset and so frightened. I hope that maybe we can learn to get along. I can be your girlfriend. I can be second in command. I can be Eva Braun. I know I was disloyal to go over to Valkyrie. Now I'm here asking for permission instead of forgiveness instead of permission. I'm sorry I went over there. Take me back, as the song says by Bryan Adams. Take me back, baby boy. Take me back. Squirrel Bay Parody's like, I'm just sitting here. I'm so bummed out that no one cares about me anymore. If no one listens, no one cares. If no one cares, no one listen. My channel's on the Skids. Lonnie, leave your wife for me. I'll take care of your crippled fake Lionel ass. I'll treat you like the man that you are. You've always wanted to be. Oh, don't tell anybody. Blind Muse. Don't tell anybody. I have a troll account and I'll be watching you from the side chats. Yep. Whining, pissing, moaning. Kind of embarrassing. That's too bad. She's on the Skids. Sitting in her room. Pancake makeup on. Hair long, straggly. She's had 2.5 kids. The hubby finally kicked her out after the kids were old enough to be on their own. Now she lives in a trailer home somewhere in Tennessee, probably. 2-bedroom, right in the middle of the whole place. Goes out back, has a cigarette. Occasionally some Black Label beer. Looks out into some forest. Wonders what could be done in her life. YouTube's not working out for her. She's torn between 2 lovers. Me and Bobby. She's scared and frightened. She's been kicked to the curb. But don't worry. Excuse me, that slipped out. I apologize for any inconvenience. Because she's on the train of Sarasota Tim Hader's pissing and moaning that his channel's dying. New York dimwit, on the Skids, and well, I guess he's working at Walmart. I guess whatever's going on, I guess. I don't know. That's a big thing. Whenever he does something, it's always a big thing for him. Same thing with, what's her name? Yankee in the South. They bought an RV, I guess. They bought a trailer, I guess. It's a big thing, yeah. So what? They bought a trailer, I guess. Patsy Production talked about it. I saw the other hater channels, a couple of the parody channels that just are obsessed with, with her. I'm like, Jesus. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh my. Some of these shorts are like damn near starter porn. I'm like, holy moly. All right, Trump says the U.S. deal with Iran is now complete. We hope so. So I guess it's been reopened. Commits to no nukes. We'll see how long that takes. They'll look for an excuse to break it. I hope I'm wrong, but I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Yahoo! I know out there, Squirrel Bay Parody, man. This is Bill Clinton, man. We know you live in that double wide, man. Yahoo! And you had the time of your life, man. Yahoo! Oh. Trump's White House UFC fight crashes and burns. They show him like he's sleeping, which I wouldn't be surprised if he fell asleep. I don't get that. Well, we hope it comes to an end. We really do. You know, I feel sorry for a young lady. That you're on the skids and Sarasota Tim's no longer your meal ticket, girl. Life sucks. When you're on the skids, you're lonely, you're scared, kicked out of the brown shirts. Go over to Valkyrie and before you know it, you're SOL. Alright, man, Yahoo. Go light a wash. Go. Craig. Where'd it go? There we go. Let's there we go. Perfect. All right. Done. All right. Let's see Minnesota here. .610, women in the black Camry at Speedway at 6 a.m. Mendota Heights, 6:15. Okay. I just want to say I see CSB this AM and I had to say you're amazing, beautiful. Hope you had a great day. Okay. Cool. Lifetime, Ramsey County. A lot of them are closing here in town. One male you've seen in the gym several times now. We seem to lock eyes. It just seems cool to hit on you in the gym. Doesn't seem, it doesn't. I'm quite a bit older than you. female, but you are interested, email me here. We can get acquainted. Me, 50 or 60 foot there. You, 30s, medium weight on the petite side with brownish hair. Okay. Tour guide, state capital. You have a tour of 3 people at 2 p.m. on 6/12. I was wearing the pink shirt. I'm sure this is a long shot, but I thought you were adorable. I was going to find you after the tour, but I didn't see you. I'd love to connect. Well, they're working for a living. They don't want you hitting on it. Barley's White Bear Lake. We were in the spice aisle. I liked your presence. I was taller, gentleman with a black polo and jeans. I said something. Please be transpond through here. Okay. Female daytime Walmart manager in St. Paul. Apple Valley Walmart. I've been in the gray area for years. I've always had a thing for you. Typical run into you in the gardening grill and outdoor section. Your eyes seem to sparkle, certainly, that you would make contact to me and say good morning. I'm dying to tell you, but I'm climbed up. I'm a male, about 6'1". I think your name is Laura. My godness lady of something. One day I'm just going to say something. Sorry, resort to this instead of saying something live in person. You've given ample opportunity. Oh, Jesus Christ. You're a PM or Phil, met here, 217. We lost contact, the email address. Have it for a little longer invalid. I love to catch up. I still think of you often. Tell me what we did and where I lived. Okay. Menards parking lot Monday evening, St. Paul. You were so very kind to agree with me, my BWC. I felt bad for you would not accept pay, but kind of deed made my day. Thank you so much. Well, you're entirely welcome. Julie moved to Minnesota in 1984. Oh, jeez, who cares? KW, and Eden Prairie. You see each other a while back. You'd love to hear from you again, KW. Okay. Disc golf, for people who can't play golf. I smoked enough that sounds fun. I smoked enough. What? 8-hole helped dude find his bright green disc. He was on 16. Wanted to meet again. Jay play around? Okay. Eden Prairie, KW, disc golf. You fed the ducks and ride your bike. Cutie with glasses, Cambridge. I helped you with your purchase. You might buy some items for yourself and me, Mom. I couldn't stop looking at you. Your tattoos are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful eyes. Okay, let's just, okay. What are we going to do, right? I mean, what are we going to do? It's just unbelievable. What are we gonna do? Oh, I don't know. When you're on the skids and all the haters, Sarasota Tim's channel's dying, I guess. Let's go see what he's doing these days. I'm gonna go see. It's just. Let me see. Oh, he's heading to Brandon Beach today, I guess. Let me see what else he's been doing. I see. I'm playing golf tomorrow. Okay. Driving to rain results. It works. Morning chat. Straightening up and flying right. Government UFO files and why I'm this young couple sold everything. Okie dokie. Morning chat. How we turned 11 KHL into a 56 clear cash. That can piss people off when he gets that. Trust me. Morning. She guaranteed she gets pissed. But it is what it is. What are we gonna do, right? Punt. Have the time of our lives. Oh, the haters. Carl. Yeah, man. Lamies. Wonder if I should call my boy. See if he's available. No, I don't want that. I don't want that one. I want this one. You see if he calls the show. It's called trolling. Cold call trolling. No, he's probably working, so that's the way she goes. You can't always get people. Casey Grits has been afraid to call the show. Casey Grits. He left the hater community. But he will call me on Thursday. He knows I really don't do anything. But tomorrow I gotta do the grass. So. Alright, man, Yahoo. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Yahoo. That's the way it is, man. I'm Bill Clinton, and I did not inhale. You miss me yet? You miss Bubba, man? I could be the leader of the free world, man, and have the time of my life. Oh, you little bastards just don't get it, man. Yeah, it's Carl's working, so. Yeah, it's just Sarasota Tim haters. It's always funny because Blind Views, I'm shocked he hasn't come out with anything yet about Sarasota Tim. When they all talk about something, he goes and then watches the video and he'll bitch about it, and then Eva Braun will pull her skirt up and probably find a movie to clip on. It's just, I'm sorry, baby girl. Your video was bad. Nothing special. It's just like, you're on the skids, man, dudes. It's just the way it is. Boring content. You've got to do better than that, man. I'm sorry, baby girl. You gotta be creative, and you're supposed to be better than me. You're supposed to be above me. And I just do straight shots, man, in the car, driving, talking, whatever. I don't get that, but it's like, you should be getting 2,000, 3,000 per video. You should be up there with your boyfriend up there, who you bow to, get on your knees for, lick the undercarriage of, You're too afraid to call the show because he mentioned me. Well, so effing what? You got mentioned. We're happy for you. So now that he mentioned her, lick the undercarriage, she's all excited about that. So she can't come over here to Valkyrie. She's too afraid and chicken to call the show. Now she's back good graces. She can't do it. It's against the rules, right? New York Dan is still, the boat is still a figment of everyone's imagination. Oh, there you are. Whatever he's doing these days, But it's every time it's his channel's on the skids. And there was that one guy that I talked about yesterday, Buckeye Gordon. It's like, so is mine. But yeah, it's this idea. I get it. He doesn't get a lot of views. It's just I talked about it. It's like this Buckeye Gordon. He thinks he's going to make money on YouTube to be monetized. I'm monetized both channels. It doesn't mean a damn thing. Only thing about being monetized, only thing about it is good is that they kick it out because they make money on your video. That's the only reason being monetized is because they're going to push it out to make money. If all of a sudden, if I was a non-monetized person, I did some video would get all of a sudden 3,000 views, they'll monetize it because it gets that threshold. But there was a couple of videos a long time ago that I did the doggy and the dogs fighting, and it was like a 3-minute video, and they got monetized within about an hour and a half because they had like 2,000 views. So these Buckeye Gordon idiot, bitching about, in his room, thinking he's going to make money on YouTube. Good luck with all that. Squirrel Bay Parodies too chicken to monetize your channel. Because then just it's where it is. She was raging on me on her channel. I made a comment that just wasn't worth it. What is it? Telling me what my own channel is like, telling BB to show us how it's done. I said, Nomad, show us how it's done, Jeff. Make me damn parody. Oh, quit your crying. Call her. Let me see. The song comes, I don't care. She's all bitter. She's all... Quit crying and call the show now, or you're too chicken and afraid of blind views. She's crying. She's a crybaby. That's what she is. She likes to whine and piss and moan and cry about things. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm gonna yell at the camera. Why would I waste my time get suffering on parodies? Not going to go anywhere. If I did do my own parodies, I wouldn't clip from a movie like a lazy little bastard you are. I'd pull up my shorts. That's what I would do. That's what it is. Go ahead. Let's see. Squirrel Bay Parody. Let's see. Let's try it. Quit crying in public. Quit. Wait a second. Crying on YouTube. We know blind views owns your soul. It's a song here. So Squirrel Bay, quit crying on YouTube. We know blind views owns your soul. Get off your knees. Here we go. Let me see what happens here. So we'll see it writes for me here real quick. We'll see how it writes. She's whining and crying. She likes to rage, call me. I can't watch it. It used to be my favorite creator, and I would actually give you Gurr, but not after that video. It's a pig in a poke. It's what she is. She's become to be a pig in a poke. Called the show, was her own woman. She gets called out. Blind Views calls her out. And then now all of a sudden, no, I'm not going to come on Valkyrie anymore because I don't want to, off your knees. Nice. All right, here we go. This is going to be pretty good. We'll see off your knees. We'll see what she does. Squirrel Bait. Quit crying on YouTube. We know blind view owns your soul. Get off your knees. There we go. Here we go. It's another diss track here, so we'll get another one on her. Got a picture of a squirrel. We'll see what happens here with my baby girl. If she gets all bitter, we'll see what happens here. I don't know, a couple of diss tracks. It's always fun, but I mean, she was always fun to have on the show, but now she's so bitter. You know, she'll come to the live stream and then she'll just troll in it, and you know. And she'd be fun to have on, but now that she's been in, you know, she's trolling, and she did a thing on me, and allegedly his wife passed away. I've seen that obituary yet, so I know. You know, we have Baron Exposure, who's been exposed, is out there too. Well, he's out there whining and pissing and moaning. So the hater group. So she's so bitter. She's so bitter. I just cannot imagine a woman of her stature, because she's a kept woman and doesn't carry her own water, doesn't pull up her own skirt, you know. You know, the blind uses her butt buddy. So here we go. Off your knees. Here we go. You ready for it, baby girl? Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. There he goes. Off your knees.
Yeah. Yeah. Squirrel Bay Parody, what's the play? Film yourself voting for a common day. Quit crying on YouTube, move that face. You know the whole app, so your shame in place. You talk real tough through a cracked up screen, but your backbone went soft in between. Blind view, pulling strings, that's plain to see. You sold your pride for a little bit of reach. Get off your knees, say it with your chest. Get off your knees, you know what's next. Whoa! Get off your knees! Get off your knees! Quit crying on YouTube! Yeah! Get off your knees! Blind, you want your soul! Blind, you want your soul! That smoke, and you still lose control. Now you post a clip, then delete that clip. Hands full of excuses, lips all zip. Type real loud, then you vanish quick. Whole act flims, paper thin stick. Squirrel Bay Parody, keep the title for free, but the joke lands hard when it points at me. You bow so low for a passing stare. Got your whole brand built on borrowed air. Get off your knees, stop the little plea. Get off your knees, everybody sees it. Get off your knees. Get off your knees. Quit crying on YouTube. Yeah, get off your knees. Blind, you want your soul. Blind, you want your soul. That smoke, and you still lose control. Look at you now, all bark, no bite. Same old pose when the screen goes bright. I'm not your judge, just naming the scene. You chose that leash and you called it clean. Get off your knees! Yeah, get off your knees! Quit crying on YouTube.
Okay, hold on a second. You listen to those lyrics? Here's the second one.
Bay Parody, what's the play? Film yourself holding for a common day. Quit crying on YouTube, move that face. You know the whole app saw your shame in place. You talk real tough through a cracked up screen, but your backbone went soft in between. Blind view pulling strings, that's plain to see. You sold your pride for a little bit of reach. Get off your knees, say it with your chest. Get off your knees, you know what's next. Get off your knees. Get off your knees. Quit crying on YouTube. Get off your knees. of excuses. Lips all zip, type real loud, then you vanish quick. Whole act flimsy, paper thin, stick. Squirrel bait parodies, keep the title for free, but the joke lands hard when it points at me. You bow so low for a passing stare. Got your whole brand built on borrowed air. Get off your knees, stop the little please. Get off your knees, everybody see. Get off your knees. Get off your knees. Quit crying on YouTube. Get off your knees. Blind you owns your soul. Blind you owns your soul. You keep chasing that smoke, and you still lose control. Look at you now. Walk, 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 no bite. Same wood pose when the screen goes bright. I'm not your judge, just naming the scene. You chose that leash and you called it clean. Get off your knees. Get off your knees. Quit crying on YouTube. Get off your knees. Blind me owns your soul. Blind me owns your soul. You keep chasing that smoke, and you still lose control.
Oh my word. That is good. That is hilarious. That is a great diss track. That is hilarious. So the lyrics is just outrageous and contagious. It really, really is. I just think it's hilarious. It was funny. Let me see here now. It was Flu Escape. That was funny as hell. That was some good stuff. I'm going to call it Tether Talking Head. That was some funny stuff. She's fun to troll because she gets all bitter and upset and frightened and whines and pisses and moans. And then, it's one thing leads to the next. And she'll start trolling the videos again and, call me names and whatever else. And, we'll see if Ted the Talking Head is in the building.
What's happening?
Now, Munch, I see your president turned 80 yesterday.
I'm sorry?
I heard your president turned 80 yesterday.
He did, the hunch.
The hunch, yeah.
Filling up our 401ks.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited.
They had the big fight last night over there on the grounds. They had the big fight.
Oh, yeah, the, whatchamacallit, the MMA.
Yeah.
Outstanding. Human cockfighting on the lawn.
That's exactly what it is. I've never understood that. I just don't understand that. It's control.
Some people like it.
So I see Carolina is the Lord Stanley.
They took the championship home last night. They took out the trash.
In Vegas, too. They shut them out. A donut hold them. I couldn't believe it. But you could tell they got tired. They got tired real quick.
They had no shots on goal.
Yeah, I know. Second period, I went to bed. I'm gonna watch the handshake tonight. So now the pumpkin ball's over. There's a guy on TikTok who does these. He imitates. He lip syncs to the baseball people who call plays. Because they can. Some of these guys like Kruk. These guys just spin a yarn. So he pretends he's both people. His facial expressions are epic as hell. Because there's they're doing this. The pitchers, they lay it on a bunt and they're still talking, right? And then they go, oh, he's safe after the bunt. So they're too busy talking about him going to Venezuela and being stuck in the hotel, and they're talking. Meanwhile, a bunt happens, and they're just too busy talking. So he's going back and forth, and it's hilarious. Because the baseball moves a little slow. You have to talk about where Madden would talk.
You got to talk about other stuff.
Yeah, but Madden would talk about football. But these guys talk about it, but they don't know how to shut up and then start talking about baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's pretty funny. It's pretty hilarious.
Definitely a slower game.
Yes, very much. Feeble old men. It's paint drying at the best, you know. How are your masturbators? Are they? Is it next year and again now? Or what?
No, man. I they're not playing well, but they're like 4 or 5 games out of that wild card. So that to me is in play.
You still have hope.
Still have hope.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be up in the big city next week.
Oh, really?
I'll be at Big City Field. Yeah.
You're gonna go. You're gonna go to the Mr. Shea Part 2.
Yes. I'll be there on Wednesday.
How close is the old Shea? How close was that? Pretty. I mean,
right where the center field wall was.
Right.
That's where the new one started.
Okay, because I know
same place, train to the same place.
When they tore down the dome, they were literally building the new one. I mean, for the Vikings. I mean, they were literally tearing it down and putting. That's how fast they built it.
Yeah, it's crazy how that works, isn't it?
They played 2 years at TCF over there, so they were building like a banshee. So yeah, I mean, are you watching sissy ball? I mean, they're trying to make us like it. We just can't. They're just like they keep shoving it down our throat. I mean, I don't care about sissy ball. I actually saw. Like I saw a UFO yesterday. I saw a live goal in sissy ball. We were at a pizza place.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, I looked at her. I think I saw a UFO. She goes, "What? I just saw a goal." I said, "Yeah, I just saw a goal in sissy ball."
That's very rare.
She just laughed because Chris Ransom would come on. He was like you with baseball. He'd get his balls all full when it came to fantasy football and soccer. That's his main sissy ball. So, like I used to tell Georgia Peach, you want to get laid, go to a soccer game and you'll get laid. You'll get laid.
Yeah,
It's like you go to Daryl Hall and John Oates when they're together and you get laid. Okay.
There you go.
You get laid. You'll go there. You'll act like you love her. Tell her you're all water, no seeds, bareback her, get out clean and leave. You know what I'm saying? So
that's right. And don't look back.
Yeah, don't look back. Don't go back for num-num. Don't. I had a good friend of mine worked at Perkins, and we were in the break room, and I go, "What's wrong?" He goes, "I want to cry." I go, "What?" He goes, "Remember you told about num-nums?" I go, "Yeah." I go, "Well, I went back for num-nums, and I was watching Monday football last night, and she called me from Florida, and she's pregnant. I cried like a baby. I told you not to." You know, he ended up marrying her, had 2 more kids, but the bottom line is he didn't get away. I said, "You don't go back for nothing." My brother did that, and he ended up having Satan's granddaughter. They had 2 kids together, you know.
Yeah.
I said, no, 3, excuse me. And then he divorced her, you know, whatever. It's Satan's granddaughter. It's like I told him not to do it, you know. He went back for num-nums.
Yeah.
You know?
That's rough, man.
Just don't do it. Don't go back for num-nums. If you're gonna, it's always, you know, you're drunk, one more hit, and she's off the pill, and you know the condom breaks, and you're screwed. Now, you know, it's marry me, baby, or the old. You've had one baby. It's on the schedule. Let's have a save the marriage, baby, and you know.
Yeah, I'll be taking 10% of your pay for the rest of your life, basically.
Or you live in the woods and work off the books the rest of your life, you know.
Yeah.
But as soon as you get drafted by a National Fix-It League, well, you're there in the green room crying like a baby. Oh, I've always loved you, man.
Right.
I see that. Yeah. I see that football. That player passed away. That good defensive lineman who played for the. 40.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
He was one.
I guess we'll find out. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if he killed himself. I don't know.
He was a hell of a good player, but
they said he was delivering pizzas like to homeless people or something that morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like volunteering and stuff. I don't know if he killed himself at home or if something happened. I don't know.
Yeah, just like that hockey player that killed himself a couple weeks ago in the third round there. That one guy from Canada killed himself. That player they had a store. What was his name? Lemieux. It was Claude Lemieux.
No, yeah.
He took.
Either he owed somebody money or something, man.
Right.
Something was obviously up.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Know. So yeah. So that's what happens.
How's the weather down there in the Carolinas?
85 and sunny.
Really? It's 77 here. It's been really nice. Going to do the lawn tomorrow. So
beautiful.
We've had some rain here. Not too much. Did some fishing the other day. Caught a couple of sunnies. So.
Oh, very nice.
I'm only 100 yards from the lake. Without the trail, I have lakeshore property. So.
Oh, that's nice.
So I walked down there and got some worms. They were taking my worms like the nickel slots in Vegas. That's all.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man. I was videotaping. I mean, I caught a really nice sunny. I mean, it's like, so I put it out there. Come on, man. It just pisses me off.
Yeah.
But thank God I didn't catch any bullheads. I didn't have any pliers. If bullheads swallow it, you're screwed.
Oh, you got those there?
Oh yeah, when I was younger, we used to fish where I was fishing on the left. Before he could fish, people didn't care, and we used to catch a bunch of them. We'd bring them to my dad, and he put them in the garden. So he loved them. We'd bring them all because bullheads. We would bring them like 200 bullheads. But at the cabin, I catch them for the kids, and then you gut them because they're very gutty, and we use that for bait for sunfish.
Oh, okay.
So as I clean the fish as they catch them, we caught 40 fish. I was cleaning them, and I put all the guts in a bucket for them. They use the guts from the sunfish to catch, and then you put the rest in the garden, the fish garden behind the cabin. So we grow carrots there and stuff. So they learn that nothing goes to waste.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, you can be on the party barge making grilling fish farm right there.
Yeah, well, at least you're using all of it,
Yep.
So sometimes I feel bad for the fish when it's catch and release.
Yeah.
Because you screw them up, man. You're dragging them in with a hook on them. Well, and then you put them back. And,
northerns can swallow, but usually if you just right on the mouth, you're fine. But it's the sunnies if they go all the way down. And small ones, I'll just kind of cut them in half because they're gonna float around on top of the water, and I just cut them in half and throw them back in the water, and the turtles will get them. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll just float.
Oh, that's cool.
Because you put them out of their misery because they're gonna just like us. This one little kid I met down 2 years ago. His name was Luke. And he was fishing, right? He was trying to catch carp, and I said, "Well, you have to throw them. You have to throw them up in the weeds." What do you mean? I go, "Look." He Googled it, and they said that it's garbage fish, and he was trying to use corn. And I said, "Listen, Luke, the corn, I get it. The sunfish are going to take it every time." So I said, so he went back home real quick and got some ham, and then he caught a 12-pound carp. And I had to hold him because he only got pulled in the water. So he was trying to catch carp, and I said, ham is more of their style. Corn is fine, but the sunnies are going to take it before they get to it. So
yeah.
So he wanted to catch carp, and I go, "Well, that's fine. You can come over to my house and sit on the bridge, and you come with your pitchfork, and they'll come up, and you can pitch from where you want. When it rains, they come up the back of the creek, and you can pitchfork northerns, you can pitchfork carp." Just like people are starting to catch those Asian carp, and they're renaming them, and they're selling it and in the stores under a different name because it's actually pretty good carp. One thing about that carp, that Asian carp, if you soak it like butter or something, it's pretty good. If it's done correctly.
Yeah.
But people are taking that carp and they're renaming the fish something else. So,
well, you have all different kind of fish up there, right?
Yeah, we got panfish up the yin yang. The best ones to kiss are sunfish or crappies. The best ones to fish are just crappies. Like you go to the Lake of the Woods, right in the border of Canada. It's a really good bass in northern. So I've gotten lucky one time, and I got a real big. It broke my line. I have a 30-pound test. It was a big. The hell those things called again? A muskie, and it hit twice. And I was trying to get around the dock, and it broke my line. I threw down my thing, and he goes, "Oh, the I go, no, I just bought this Rapala." I said 10 minutes ago, sir, for $6. I said, "I don't care about the fish. I just bought this Rapala thing. I just bought it because Rapalas are like $6 a piece." I mean, I've lost lures to fish. I get pissed. I don't give the fish one thing, the lures another thing. Especially if you like.
I know. Like you said, you can take my worms. Don't take my hardware.
Right. It's like I just sat there. I paid $6.50 for the worms. Because I was too lazy to go dig them in my backyard. So it's like, oh my God, I'd put it on there, put it out there. The little ones will take it. The big one, I got a nice, but they'll take it right down. Then you got a big one. The little ones screw around with it. So. But
I mean, and then you can get all those rubber worms and things, and
right. I like all sorts of stuff. I like live bait. My favorite one is the Mimic. It looks just like it's one of my favorite lures. It's called the Mimic. It's really good. That's a real good.
And
lure.
It's good. I was reading that the bait and tackle places could be hurting a bit.
Well, yeah, I was telling.
It's good to get buying your stuff from them.
Well, I was talking to where I bought it over there in Minnetonka off of Highway 7, and it's a 76 station. It's called it's called Lucky something. I walk in there, I said, "Do you have fishing license?" And she goes, blah, blah, blah. And I go, "It's a yes or no question. Do you have fishing license?" And she goes, "No." I go, "Thank you." Then I go, where are your worms? And I said, just again, yes or no question. Where's your worms? Over there. Well, thank you. But I was telling her, I said, the one off 394, they tore out the whole strip mall. It was my favorite place. A guy had been there forever, but they put a Porsche dealership in there and tore it out.
Oh, wow.
And there was another one up in Blaine. I stopped at one time across the high school on 65. I've got worms from him, but there's that one off of Highway 7. They sell bait in there, which is good. And then another one farther up towards Lake by Christmas Lake. So it's harder and harder to find bait. She said that. I said, yeah. I said, so it's nice. I could buy worms from her. I can go dig in my backyard. I'm just too lazy. I'd rather give her $6.50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's amazing when I left too. I took again Ruinous Wonder Hussy on the internet, and any explorers, you want to take out more than you bring in. So I had people have these plastic buckets. I brought them back with me, because they don't bring them back. And it's like I cleaned up when I was leaving. People could bring them down these buckets, but they're too lazy to get their own, bring their shit back.
Yeah.
Well, I read an article one time. I read a book one time on the season of the Appalachian Trail, and it's a very good book. And the guy, he had a shovel with him, and every day he was burying garbage because he would dig a hole, put the garbage in there because people were leaving. So he was constantly digging holes as he was walking to get rid of the garbage. He got closer, he would carry it somewhere in a bag, but he said he was constantly picking up garbage. People would abandon their tents and stuff and leave the trail. They'd leave all their stuff there and just leave. Because they're done camp. They're done.
You don't want to do that.
They're done with the trail because they can't do it. So just leave their tents and leave. He saw many of that. It was a very good book. I read it about 25 years. It was a very easy read, and he started and he walked the whole trail. Just every day he found ice cream every day for 10 days or something. But just how he walked it, and it was fun. People he met, and just the garbage was nonstop. And Hussey's talked about that. She'll be walking somewhere, and she'll be garbage somewhere. She'll try to pick up stuff, and I'm the same way. It's like, but it's nonstop. I've done some rail fanning at these, like screw around. They're over at a bridge. There's garbage. I found a wallet, and I sent it back. She sent me money back. The lady did for a thank you. I found her phone with some of her license in there, so she sent me money back, which I didn't need it. So all of a sudden she gave me some money, so I didn't need to do that. But I sent her license was in there, her Costco thing, and someone stole the phone, but they threw it away. But her license was in there and stuff, so I sent it back to her. So. But there's
you're a good man to do that.
Well, she's a thank you.
Some people, they don't.
But it was a bunch of
just throw it in the garbage or something.
Yeah, because it's a place I've met before. It's just you could literally live there, and I could clean the place up every month, and somebody come back and throw more stuff. The spray cans and all this behavior, beer cans, needles, everything.
Yeah.
Some even have beds there. It's like, oh, come on, man. It's just people are just trash. I was walking on Lake Street the other day, and they were having out homeless people, giving them like oranges. The guy takes the peels and throw them out in the middle of the street. The lady gets up. Lady gets up and gets it.
Yeah. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah. Oh, I know. People don't care.
Not surprising, but it's like the Japanese at the World Cup picking up the garbage.
Yeah, well, that's what they do. That's after they're talking about 93. That's what the fans do. That's all they are. They're very. That's what they do. They pick up all their stuff at the end.
Yeah.
Well, behind me there's a church that picks up the trail, but I will walk out to myself, pick up garbage. I'll just kind of walk along, pick stuff up, and you pick up. I pick up aluminum cans. I don't dig in the garbage, but I'm gonna get my gas in an aluminum can. I have a bucket in my truck for work, and I'll throw them in there. And when it gets full, I go to the Boy Scouts up there in VFW.
Oh, very nice.
And same thing with here, we separate aluminum cans, give them the Boy Scouts. Just I'd rather see a Boy Scouts make whatever they make on the aluminum cans.
Yeah.
Much as you can.
We don't have to recycle here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not. And then the garbage man tell you it doesn't matter because it all goes in the same pile. Yeah. No one's sifting. He goes. It all goes.
Well, you could burn the garbage, and I think it's where is it? Singapore. It goes underground. Indonesia. I think it's Singapore. It goes underground. They burn it all. They
oh, wow!
And they burn it underground, and you could burn it and take all the ash and probably. I would love to be able to bring me all your plastic and grind it up and make things up, like make hockey sticks or make like pallets or something. Bring me your. I would love to buy some land and 3D houses, which you can do. You can make houses. You can 3D houses. Only 3 people can build a house. It's how quickly you can build it.
Yeah.
With 3D printing, you could just, I saw an article on that, and the guy goes, we could do
that's
this,
crazy.
but they don't like it because the houses, the wood people would hate it because if they start building 3D houses, people would get pissed because all of a sudden, I could buy a full farm and probably live on a billionaire tomorrow. I'm a billionaire.
With the AI, you can have all that stuff.
And they showed there's like 3 guys, just you run the machine and they dig the hole, and then the machine builds the whole house. The walls.
That's crazy.
On the whole 9 yards. So he goes, you can, I still think if you had plastic and you mixed it with like a steel, you could make a really good. The beams you see come in the job sites, you could be at that hard plastic, and they could have beams instead of wood. So I mean, you could probably do that. Give me all your plastic. We'll grind it up. Just like if I'm a billionaire tomorrow, there's that trash thing in the middle of the Pacific by Hawaii. Bring on a barge and start sucking that garbage in and grind it up. And start grinding up and start making things out of it. So bring it in there, and bring me your plastic and stuff, and we'll start grinding that stuff up and make things out of it.
It's like a floating island.
Just start to bring it. If you're a billionaire tomorrow, it's like that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna learn. Bring me all your plastics. We're gonna have a train thing come on in there. You pour it in a thing. We cook it down. And I don't care what's in the plastic, whatever it's going to be. And we're next to like a water source where we bring the water out of the river, but it goes back in cleaner than it came in. And we try to recycle it. You know what I'm saying? So any extra water goes back into the river. Even next to the ocean, we bring it in. I mean, it's like start desalting the water and pumping it out to Las Vegas. Desalt it, take all the salt, and make something out of the salt with plastic. So start piping it over to Las Vegas. You bitch about water. Well, the oceans are rising, right? Well, let's bring it down.
Yeah.
Because the next war.
I think the plastics are like the cause of all this cancer, man.
Yeah. It's No, I know.
Crazy.
I know.
We're definitely contributing to it.
Well, remember the old days when you had glass, the old glass bottles. Oh, the pop was so good.
Yeah. I mean that was good times.
Yep. Those were,
And then then you got the 2-liter bottles of Coke that were plastic.
Yep.
No more glass. Remember Pepsi? I think Pepsi had glass ones.
Yep.
The glass bottles.
Yep.
And even Coke too.
Yep.
And that's all gone.
Correct.
It's all plastic now. So.
Yeah. Anything on the agenda for you and the lovely wife? You guys gonna do anything or not?
Going to Hawaii.
When are you going to Hawaii?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
In October.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Cruise, like a cruise. It was dirt cheap.
So are you going to fly to Hawaii?
No, fly to California and then cruise from California to Hawaii and back. It's like 16 days.
Because I know some people will fly to Hawaii and get on the boat and then do the whole Hawaii cruise and fly back. So they'll.
Yeah, that's definitely the better way to do it.
What ship you going on?
It's Princess. I'm not sure which one.
Princess Golden?
Nope.
Because the Golden's an older. We went on that
Empress?
one.
Maybe Empress?
Okay, we went on the Golden.
I think I'm confused with Royal Caribbean.
If me and you were billionaires tomorrow, it'd be really cool. Again, if you're a billionaire, a lot of the good ideas is you buy a cruise ship and you buy a land somewhere in Florida, and you dry dock them and you make apartments out of them. So you bring it into a dry dock, and then you make them into apartments. So
that's a good idea.
So you desalt all the water because I think they have desalting. So that would be your water source.
Yeah.
And then you'd have like
they're like floating cities.
Right. So it's what you do. You just bring it into a dry walk, and then it gets in there, and then you let the water up, but then it sits on you. You have it sit on there, and then that's a city in itself. And then like have a wall in front of it. Comes out if a big storm comes. It will come up and cover it. It will cover from any big waves coming. So if it comes, But call it cruise city. So you bring like about 5 or 6. They scrap them out, but you bring it in there. You dig that trench, and they go in there and they sit on there, and make them into cities. That's
a good idea, actually.
So call it cruise city, and they just you dig the trench. They come in there. And
different rents for like if you got a balcony, if you got the inside room.
Yeah, and if you want 2 rooms, they obviously connect. If you want one by yourself, that's fine. But you already have restaurants on there already, and you have a pool, and it's you have elevators, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
You got everything you need. I think it'd be cool as hell.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Because
after kind of like your caboose idea too.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you mean for a man cave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking for cabooses the other day. I was looking for a Chicago Northwestern one, but my dad worked for it, and I called the guy. He goes, to be $10,000 to ship it to your facility. And then he goes, "You got to put it outside." I was thinking, she goes, "You're not doing that." So I'm like, "Damn it!" But
someone by my house has a. As you go up into the mountains, he's got a caboose on a small piece of track.
Right.
So maybe that's what he uses it for. I don't know.
That's what you have to put it on a track. But there was a place in, I think, Pennsylvania, Reading. It was a hotel that had a bunch of cabooses where you stay at. I don't know if it's still.
Wow. It
was in Reading, I think, one time.
Yeah.
It had a bunch of cabooses But there was a pizza place over in, I miss it dearly. It was only $7 for all you can eat pizza and salad. And there used to be a caboose in front of there. I don't know where that went, but it's kind of tough to find them. You can find them. But if you know what you're doing, you put it on the track, you have the sewer already. So you put the on top of the track, you already have the sewer hooked up already. And it's your man cave, so.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's what you would do. You'd have your bathroom and then the whole 9 yards. That's what you have. That's your man cave. So even a boxcar, you could use that as a man cave too as well. So
you go for like the cheapest way, but
correct. And also
it would look cool.
Yeah, there's actually the Amtrak, some of those ones, the old Amtrak things are always out there too as well. You can use those too as well. So you can use a lot of people use the. There's one over in Randall, Minnesota, out of Randall Cushing. The guy, I've seen articles in the forest. He's got a boxcar and used it for a hunting shack.
Oh, that's cool.
Because I know MTC was selling their buses about 20 years ago for $1, which all you did, and they were shipping them out to people, putting them in the middle of the forest and making them into hunting shacks. That's all you need. I mean, it's like when this guy, what the hell's his name? What the hell's his name? I can't think of his name. But he bought a bus, and it's like, and he's driving around in the son of a bitch. I get it, but people get all so surprised when they see buses. It's not that tough to get a bus, and live in it. It's a you put it on your property, you put it in the woods, you make it into a shack.
Yeah.
It's just so they were doing that.
Especially where you guys live, you could have them like as a safety thing.
Correct.
In the wintertime, if you have a large amount of property.
Correct.
God forbid you get caught out in something.
Because some of you can buy buses like that, city buses for $1. When they want to get them off their little lot for $1. They were selling them the old road for $1, so people were taking them for why not? Because for $1, away you go. It's all you need. Like when I sold any of my cars, I sold my '94 all-wheel drive to my nephew for $1. And I remember I gave it to him. She goes, "How much?" Right here. And he gave me $1. And she goes, "That's a good deal." And told him, I said, "Be careful." I said, "Take care of the fuel pump." What does he do? Rides in the ground, ends up junking 6 months later. I said, "The thing was perfectly just fine. Take care of the fuel pump." But they ruined the brakes on it. And my wife was so pissed because she was like, "You shouldn't do this." I said, "Well, I'm doing him a favor." I said, I just told him, I said, "I'm doing this against your auntie's advice. I'm giving this for $1. I said, just take care of the fuel pump." I said, "You need to backfill because it pushes out kind of cold air in the wintertime." I said, "Don't worry about anything else." I said, "The wheels are fine. Everything else is fine. But just it's got 250,000 miles on it, but it runs nice. It's an all-wheel drive." What does he do? They beat the crap out of it.
Destroyed it. Because
you had to be kid clubs. I drove refereeing all over town. It was a great vehicle. It was an all-wheel drive, but oh no, didn't care. Whatever. And I told my brother, I said, I was against the will of your sister-in-law, but I said, I try to help your son out. I'm his godparent, I guess. It's a big deal, but he screwed that thing up like a moron. But whatever. When you give someone a nice something, you do a favor, and you get screwed. Whatever. It's his choice, not mine. So, anything on your candy ass Jets?
Nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. Since the Knicks, it's all.
Oh, that's right. No pumpkin ball. Punks play pumpkin ball.
Yeah.
I heard they were fighting with the police and everything else, and
going crazy.
I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, of course.
The Knickerbockers.
Yeah.
Well, it was Christmas morning. It was Christmas morning when it's over. I wake up in the morning and go, yes. It's like people, old men, when they crown it, like, thank you so much. It's over.
Yeah. I mean, it's long.
I know.
I don't think I could handle like the Mets or the Jets like doing a run like that deep. All those series you got to win. Mm-hmm. I think I'd be physically exhausted rooting for
it. I agree.
So, We'll see what
anything
happens.
else you want to say?
No, that's it. My cowboy man. No, everything's good. Enjoy your summer.
I appreciate
And,
you calling into the show. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
It's always nice when you
Absolutely.
call the show. Call the show, you know.
Call the show. Call my friends. Call the show.
Fear-mongering radio, you know.
You got it.
We spread
You got
fear
it.
and cheer throughout the world in all 50 states.
That's right. That's right.
I'll tell my better
how's
half.
Sue Ellen?
And I'll
Sue Ellen
say,
doing
yours, I'd tell her it's a hell yes or hell no. You know? Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Hell no. Hell yes. She was the one, the hell yes and hell no.
Yep. That's the old
When
lady.
you were in New York, did you live on the island? Where'd you live?
Yeah, I lived in Brooklyn and then the island.
Okay. Because one guy, New
So I
York Dan,
lived-
who lives on the island, he's living off his uncle's money, his grandpa's money. So he lives on the island. So he's living off his mom and dad's money. He doesn't work for
No, that's always nice.
Yeah, it just doesn't know what work
It's
is.
always
Nice.
Because it's expensive there, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's, a big reason why I left. So,
All right, young man.
yes, sir. You be good and be careful, and I'll talk to you later this week.
All right, there he goes. Ted the Talking
Peace out.
Head. Peace out. There he goes. Ted the Talking Head, former New Yorker, board member of SPAC, Elation Sports. We always appreciate him coming on the show to save a troll. But, anyways, let me see. Reply. What's this? Elliot. That one was so hilarious. With he did the thing here. I heard about that car. 2BF's just a cruising PT lose. Oh, come on, weak. I still. Oh my God. Yep. What would be more pathetic? I thought that's funny. But the old the hospice, she did only 21 minutes long. Wow, interesting to say the least. Anyways, you guys, remember the military and the army for all the branches. They served us well. Air Force, the Army, and the Marines, and the Navy, the Coast Guard. In on uniform, 1 and 2, forgotten in Vietnam, 58,000 plus were the hunch Donald J. Trump. Draft dodger that he is. Dodged it. Flat feet, right? Plays an awful lot of golf. We'll see how long that Iran thing. Well, it does. It'd be great. But you know how they are. They want war. They want to kill them all or sort them out. Don't shower in the shower at Penn State. Never shower in the shower. P stood for Penn State. Petrophilia University. That's what it stands for. Okay? Pope Incorporated. Okay? Tomorrow, you will have Barham exposure. He's been exposed. But put a condom on. Prevent AIDS, herpes, gonorrhea, needle in the penis. All that filthy, dirty behaviors. When you knock her up like a cheerleader, if you would have had a condom on, you'll be paying that child. Away for num-nums. Okay? So that's all we're asking. And don't drink and drive. Please call someone or you will murder somebody, okay? Don't live on your knees like my girlfriend. Grilled cheese tonight. We're going to watch the Americas tonight. Congratulations on the Knickerbockers in Carolina for being the world champions of their sports. Now it's sissy ball, other such behaviors going on. Yep, she's on the skids. That's what it is. Propane Parodies. Channels on the skids. I don't know. What are we going to do? We appreciate everybody comes to the audio version of the video platform. The black screen, fear-mongering radio. We have the time of our lives. We hope everyone is safe out there and peace, Middle East. Have a great summer. Enjoy the fishing videos. Squirrel Bay Parody. Love you long time. All the haters out there, keep hating on Sarasota Tim. Keep him relevant. Okay? Hope you liked it. Bear exposure. You've been exposed. You'll always be exposed. Bear exposure. Old Man Nation. Appreciate the like, dislike, whatever it may be. Appreciate it very, very much. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. Yahoo! and then. Peace, Middle East. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out.